Hey Twilighters, it's Saturday. And today's fantastic because the trailer came out a couple days ago. I'm wearing my funky hair stuff. And that's all I got. Sorry. This week is Vampire Week. Yay! So I'm sure by now everyone's seen the trailer. I've seen it a couple times. I'm pretty pleased. I like the music. Like Rob Pattinson. I do have to agree with some people who said it's a little bit cheesy. Just a little bit, but at this point I think we can all recognize the fact that cheese and Twilight are inseparable and we should love it. Love the cheese, people. Love the cheese. Along with some of the other girls, I will freely admit to not having been a big fan of vampire stuff prior to Twilight. I think maybe I've seen the first half of Interview with the Vampire, and that's about it. However, I do watch the new show on HBO called True Blood. I love that show. That show is like my new obsession, new love of my life. Sexy vampires, lots of mythology, pretty people. It's good. Basically, Duke explained this in his video, but the premise of True Blood is a mind-reading waitress in the South falls in love with a vampire. His name is Bill, which makes me laugh. Basically, in this series, vampires have been able to come out of the coffin, and this is because of the invention of synthetic blood, which allows them to interact normally with humans. Well, kinda normally. There are a lot of parallels to issues of racism in the United States and old segregation laws, things like that. There's even a vampire rights amendment, which I thought was really cute, but also really relevant. So basically, I could talk about True Blood, like, forever. I strongly caution you, however, about watching the show if you are, I'm going to say like under 17. It is highly graphic, highly explicit, so if you don't like cursing or very explicit sex or lots of blood, although if you don't like blood, why are you watching vampire shows? Anyway, my point is, if you're under 17, please ask your parents' permission to watch this show. Maybe have them watch an episode beforehand. I don't really own any other vampire books. There's Vampires in City Bones, but they don't play a really major part. They do ride motorcycles, though. In other news, I know that a lot of Twilighters are also Nerdfighters, so I'm going to talk about this here. On October 16th, I'm going to be in New York for the release of Paper Towns. I don't know why I did that. So, let me know if you're going to be there too, and maybe I can drop by and say hello. I have to think of a question. My question this week is, for whoever I pick, to match up every single Team Twilighter member with a character from the Twilight series, like, romantically. Just for kicks. Pretend like nobody's paired up yet. Duke. There's a lot of strong parallels to racism in the United States and previous laws of segregation.